Carl Edwards gets the lead from Allmendinger once again. Oh my gosh! Bonsinger pinches Edwards up the track. Trying to take the race lead over from Allmendinger. Allmendinger's not going to give it to him. He's going to run hard on the outside line. They make contact off of turn 4. Green flag is out. Allmendinger and Kenseth take him to the line. Joey Logano shoves Kenseth into turn 1. They go off turn 2 with the first and second. Here comes Kenseth and Logano now, the two up front. Coming into turn 3 and 4, one final time. He's gonna get to the bumper. He moves him. Logano gets it to the line. It's Joey Logano. Logano goes right into his burnout. Burn him down, Joey Logano. Battle Creek, Michigan, hosting the elimination race before the championship finale. 8 drivers in contention to race for the championship. 2 have already locked their way in. We're going to check out those 8 drivers. Here are the locked in ones as of right now. Trevor Bayne won at Rockingham. Had a really good car that day. Today he has a good car as well, looking to have momentum into the championship round. Joey Logano won last week. Look for him to be up front late in this race as well. And then here's the 2 that are also trying to advance. Martin Truex Jr. has done really well with the points these first 2 races. Look for him to be consistent again today. And then Carl Edwards starting on the pole. He's in the 4th position in this point standings. Now we've got the 4 that are on the outside looking in. Dale Earnhardt Jr. fell out of the chase last week at Riverhead. Had a bad showing. So did Kyle Larson. Did not have a good car like he planned to. And then Kevin Harvick and Jimmie Johnson both crashed at Rockingham. They look for big rebounds at Riverhead, and they got exactly that. And now today they are looking for the biggest rebound, and that is to be in victory lane. Now, they're going to go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. Cars fire up and roar to life and roll off here in Battle Creek, the Phoenix lookalike. Now for your starting lineup. On row 1, we have Carl Edwards and Kevin Happy Harvick. Row 2, Jamie McMurray and Casey Kane. Row 3, Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Busch. In row 4, we have Trevor Bayne and Joey Logano. Row 5, Matt Kenseth and the fan favorite, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Row 6, Ryan Blaney to the inside of Martin Truex Jr. Row 7, Jeff Gordon and Austin Dillon. Brett Keselowski and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. make up row 8. And in row 9, we have Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson. Row 10, we have Danica Patrick and Carter Adelman. In row 11, we have Chase Elliott and Jimmy Alanya. Row 12, Eric Almirola and Brian Scott making his first day race this season in the 44. Row 14, David Reagan and Casey Mears. Row 15, Gino Harvey and Bryce Harvey, brothers in row 15. Row 16, Greg Biffle and Paul Menard. Michael McDowell and Ryan Newman run up row 17. And in row 18, we have Chris Buescher and Kurt Busch having a bad qualifying run. Jeffrey Earnhardt making his Aflac Cup Series debut alongside Regan Smith, and running up the field is AJ Allmendinger and Eddie Jones. Time for the elimination race in the Aflac Cup Series. We are green from Battle Creek. Carl Edwards gets a strong start and motors it into turn 1 and 2. Coming off of turn 2, Carl Edwards has the lead as the cars fly by off of turn 2 down to the dogleg. Carl Edwards into turn 3 and 4 with Jamie McMurray hopping into that 2nd position, with Jimmie Johnson taking over the 3rd spot over Kevin Harvick. McMurray goes a little wide into turn 2, slips off the track. Here comes Jimmie Johnson taking over the 2nd position, with Kevin Harvick now taking advantage of McMurray going to 3rd. Trevor Bayne popping his nose into the top 5 there as Carl Edwards leads the first 2 laps of the race. Off of turn 2 he comes. Jimmie Johnson trying to get on him. We'll go on board with Jimmy here. Down the dogleg and into turn 3 and 4. See, Jimmy's got his tires right on that line there. Coming off of the turn, looking for a good run down the front stretch. And it's all the momentum. Oh, Johnson gets his nose into Edwards. Edwards clips the wall just a little bit. Jimmie Johnson will take the lead. Kevin Harvick now in a 2nd. Kevin Harvick is very good at Phoenix International Speedway. And Battle Creek is just like Phoenix. So look for Kevin Harvick to be very strong here today, as he is already moving into that 2nd position behind Jimmie Johnson. There's Joey Logano ducking down on the dog leg there. And Kyle Larson goes around off the bumper or the nose of Brad Keselowski. Big crash involving 4 others. As Kyle Larson goes around. Big crash here for the Chase contender. Hard hit. He goes off the nose of Brad Keselowski involving Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and Carter Adelman. Looks like Stenhouse clipped Adelman just a little bit there. Oh, yeah. Looks like Larson came down on Keselowski. So no fault there to Brad Keselowski, really. Watch as Larson turns down on him. Word is that he was clear from his spotter. Obviously not very clear there as he gets in a big crash with Brad Keselowski involving Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, and Carter Adelman. So Kyle Larson will not be racing for the championship. Green flag is back out here. Jimmie Johnson and Kevin Harvick on the front row. Carl Edwards going to try and duck his nose in. Oh, Trevor Bayne slips up the track there, running in the 4th position. Harvick maintains 2nd. Here comes Kyle Busch trying to move up into the top 2. He's going to get it done. He passes Kevin Harvick easily. He's going to go for the race lead. Kyle Busch to the top spot. Jimmie Johnson does a crossover move heading into turn 3 and 4. He overdrives it. Pushes Kyle Busch and him up the track. Here comes Carl Edwards. Kevin Harvick gets a good run down the front stretch. 3 wide into 1. They get the stick. Edwards comes out with the lead. Logano ducks down. We got a crash. It's Carl Edwards involved. Oh, no. Not Edwards. He is involved and he is done. Edwards will not be competing for a championship. Watch as Logano ducks down. And looks like he gets into Harvick, who gets into Edwards, who gets into Johnson, and then who gets into Kyle Busch. Yeah, Joey Logano hits Harvick. Harvick goes up into Edwards. Johnson had nowhere to go, spins him around. And Kyle Busch also obviously had nowhere to go. What a heartbreaking situation for Carl Edwards. We got some late race stories. Let's check them out. Kevin Harvick sitting in that 2nd position. I think he'll do anything to advance. Jimmie Johnson in the 3rd spot. He has really heavy nose damage, but Chad Knaus said it's all or nothing, buddy. We got to stay out. As here it is. He gets into the... Oh, no, he doesn't. But right here, he gets heavy nose damage from the incident with Carl Edwards, but he's staying out because he's got to win this race in order to make the championship round. And then Martin Truex Jr. really doing a well job today. Joey Logano going for back-to-back wins like he's done earlier this season. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr., very consistent today, sneaking into that top 5. Maybe he can make the chase on points. Now, a big green-white checkered finish coming up. Green flag is in the air. Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick lead him down. Jimmie Johnson with the nose damage gets a great start. He moves into the 2nd position behind Joey Logano, but Harvick, he's going to try and blow by Johnson here as Johnson cannot really carry the speed down the backstretch. Kevin Harvick now in the 2nd position. Can he get the win to move him into the championship round? He is behind Joey Logano, hounding him for the lead as they go down the dogleg in the backstretch. Heading into 3 and 4 one more time. They make contact. Harvick wrecks him. Oh my goodness. Here comes Ryan Blaney now. Where did he come from? It's Blaney at the line. Ryan Blaney beats out Kevin Harvick for the win. Wow, what a finish there. Kevin Harvick deliberately wrecked Joey Logano for the win, and he didn't even get the win. My goodness, Logano, he is rightfully upset right now. He is furious, fuming with Kevin Harvick. What a finish. Let's check that out. Watch as Harvick just beating and banging on Joey Logano. I don't think Harvick really appreciated what Logano did to him to make contact with Edwards there. And Harvick is battling for his life right there, his championship hopes. Cannot get it done. So is Kevin Harvick a dirty racer? We'll check that one out again. I say yes and no. I mean, he's doing it to make the championship round, but then again, you can't just wreck someone. And Harvick has some comments about the wreck. Chase spot was on the line, and I had to do what I had to do. I'd be mad too, but I'm sure I'll talk to his daddy about this later. That's what Kevin Harvick had to say about Joey Logano. And I mean, Logano is in the chase, the championship race already. But Ryan Blaney, how about that? The rookie getting his first ever victory in the Aflac Cup Series over a driver like Kevin Harvick. So Blaney is going to light up here in Battle Creek. Congratulations, Ryan Blaney. First ever career victory in the Aflac Cup Series. So he captures his first victory of his very young Aflac Cup Series career. And now we have the drivers that are advancing. That's right, the fan favorite, he's advancing to the championship race at Coal Motor Speedway. Martin Truex Jr., points his way into the championship round. Trevor Bayne winning at Rockingham. He'll be there. And then, of course, everybody loves Joey. He'll be there as well. Now we have the sad but true, the eliminated. Kevin Harvick came up short today, just by a nose. He could have been there, but he wasn't. Kyle Larson wrecked with Brad Keselowski today. He will not be there to race for a championship. Jimmie Johnson had a really good car today, but had that late race wreck with Carl Edwards. Really hurt his chances. And then Carl Edwards obviously getting wrecked here by Kevin Harvick or Joey Logano, whichever way you want to look at it. Ryan Blaney celebrates in victory lane. Congratulations, Ryan Blaney, on your first ever Aflac Cup Series victory. Now your chase standings. Trevor Bayne, Joey Logano, obviously both locked in. As you said, Martin Truex Jr. and Dale Jr. that is, will be there. And then the chase cutoff, Harvick was just 20 points away from advancing, but obviously he needed a win from that wreck at Rockingham. Now here's your other chasers that got eliminated earlier. 9th place, Jeff Gordon holding up the lead of the chasers not in the championship round. Kurt Busch has had a fantastic year, just hasn't had any luck. Here's your 27th through 36th, Greg Biffle. Ryan Blaney's there with 34th in points. And then your 37th through 48th. Now you're going to check out your finishing results here from Battle Creek. First place is Bacon Records and the Ryan Blaney Motorcraft Ford Fusion. Second place today, heartbreaking for Kevin Harvick. Third, what a top 5 for Dale Jr. to advance to the championship round. Fourth place, Jimmie Johnson. And then fifth, Jeff Gordon. Yeah, if Kevin Harvick would have won that race, Dale Jr. would have not been in the championship round. 7th place today, nice top 10 for Martin Truex Jr., exactly what he needed. Casey Kane fell back a little bit on the initial start of the race, but ends up finishing 8th. Great race for him. Trevor Bayne was in the top 5 at one point, but ends up 9th. Eric Almirola with a nice top 10. Tony Stewart started deep in the field, comes up 11th. And Matt Kenseth finishes 12th today. Danica Patrick with a nice top 15. And then 14th today was Kurt Busch, who really started deep in the field, I believe row 18 somewhere. And he probably passed the most cars on the track today. Jimmy Lanya finishes 16th. 17th today was Ryan Newman. And then 18th today was Casey Mears. 19th, Denny Hamlin. And then 20th was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 21st today, Clint Boyer. And then 22nd was Paul Menard. Running up 23rd today was number 23, David Reagan. 24th, Greg Biffle. 25th was Gino Harvey. And then 26th was AJ Allmendinger. And 27th today was Bryce Harvey. 28th, Michael McDowell. And then finishing 29th was Eddie Jones. And rounding up the top 30 is Chris Buescher in the 34. 31st today was Regan Smith. 32nd, Jeffrey Earnhardt in his first career start. 33rd was Joey Logano, who is leading with 1 lap to go. 34th, Carl Edwards, who led a lot of laps today, comes home 34th, wrecking with his teammate Kyle Busch. Kyle Larson really wasn't a force in this final round before the championship round. He finishes 36th today. Austin Dillon for 38th. 39th today was Carter Adelman, and running up the field in 40th was Brad Keselowski. One more race to go. The season finale at Cullen Motor Speedway. We'll see you there in the Crown of Champion. This is JT24, JM26, signing out.